What up, entrepreneurs? Where you at this evening, man? We just gonna have some conversation this evening, man. Market to millions, man. Welcome to the live today, man. My name is Devon D. I'm a career entrepreneur. Been in business since the age of 14 years old. That was back in the 90s. I'm trying to age myself, but it's been a long time, man. Been again over 2 decades in business, in various industries. Again, when I say been in business, I haven't had like a regular job since I was like 17 or something like that. And yeah, it's been over 20, 30 years. Yeah, I ain't trying. Yeah, that's how old I am. But it's been a long time. And again, I just want to use my experience to be able to help some entrepreneurs out there. And today we're just going to talk a little bit about storytelling in marketing, because storytelling in marketing is, man, it's one of the things that's been used for a long time with a lot of businesses, even with a lot of businesses that you're familiar with. They use a lot of stories to kind of help sell or engage you with products. And again, we're going to even talk about that even on the small business level or wherever you at in your business, and how to use that to kind of, help get people engaged in what it is that you promoting. So, man, come on in here, man. If you are here, go ahead and leave some comments in the comments section. Yo, the lines are open. Wherever you at, man, represent where you from. Um, we on Facebook, we on LinkedIn, we on Instagram. So again, represent where you from, represent what city you from. Again, if you got a business, if you got something that you working on a project, why don't you go ahead and promote that as well? As I say, I am ABM gang, y'all. ABM gang. My ABM stands for always be marketing. I want you to always be marketing. When you on platforms, when you engaging with people, hey man, you know what? Go and network and meet some people genuinely. But hey, always be marketing. Understand the goal. So, yo, shout out to anybody who in my ABM gang who say, you know what, I'm always gonna be marketing. Put your business, put your brand, put whatever it is that you promoting. Why don't you go ahead and put that in the chat section? Yo, let us know what you got going on. As I say, the world is watching, but you got to give them something to see. So go ahead and put your business, put your brand, whatever it is that you promote. I want you to go ahead and throw that in the chat, but in the chat right now. All right, whether you're watching this live or you're watching the replay, why don't you go ahead and put that chat and let us, find you. All right, let us watch you. Let us come in and do some business and support you. All right, so that's what we're gonna talk about today: storytelling in marketing. Again, like I say, it's one of the things that's has always been used in marketing, especially from a lot of the big brands. They understood how storytelling just what plays an important part into getting people to connect with things. Again, as you tell stories, people get the jog in their mind about relatable things that may have happened to them, or relatable things that they may have heard or seen that they can connect with. So storytelling is pivotal in a lot of businesses, and even in your business. Sometimes people want to know how you started, and sometimes we'll ignore that story or ignore some of the stories because again we don't want to look like we're struggling. But that struggle story really is a display of your toughness, your grit, and how much these things and whatever you're promoting really means to you. And again, a lot of people could connect with that because people got things that mean something to them. So they connect. So make sure I'm still alive. Look like something went off. Let's make sure we still alive here. I don't want to make sure I don't want to be on here and then y'all be like I can't see you. Let's make sure we still alive. Look like we still alive. Let's make sure we still alive. Y'all here, man? Make sure y'all leave some comments in the comment section just to make sure. Oh yeah, we still here. Just want to make sure. All right, cool. So yeah, man, storytelling and marketing is real important, and you got a story to tell, and people want to hear it. People want to hear it. Don't hold the story back. We want to hear your story as well, whatever your story may be, because again, it'll show and it'll tell what the journey of how you got here, and people love a good story, right? I have many stories in my journey. I have many stories. Nike does it well. Nike is a company that always talks about the journey and the story of an athlete to overcoming the training process to the champion process. Nike does it all the time. Apple is, man, they always, whenever they release a new product, they always show a story of how it fits in your life. And that's again to show, how our products or how our services can fit in their life, how to use it, how convenient, how it saves, how it's practical. You got to kind of sometimes display that, and storytelling is a really really good way to do that. Telling a story or using the product within the story to show, like, the connection. And you know what, that can be really really dope, even in your business, whatever it is that you are promoting, or whatever it is that you got going. Let me see what we got in here. If you are here, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, make sure you tap in. We definitely want to make sure that you're here. Make sure you get the info. Also, if you need any information, I want you to go ahead and just text millions to 833-227-8949. That's millions to 833-227-8949. I'll text you some information. And again, I'm going to get you linked in on how you can make millions in your market. So again, no matter what you promote, no matter what your business is, we all got to market our businesses. We got to market. We got to get the word out. So whatever it is that you promoting, whatever it is your industry is, if you ever want to make millions in your market, you got to market to millions. And we show you, just practical ways and just tips and advice to be able to do that and just have some conversation. So today, again, we're talking about storytelling in marketing. Storytelling in marketing. I remember the story of when me and my friends, actually, we went on tour. Like we reinvested in this tour bus, this 40-foot MCI coach, right? We bought it off. This was like the first Craigslist. Like we found the bus off like Craigslist somewhere, and my boy went and he went and grabbed the bus. But it's a kind of a ironic story, because even as he journeyed to go get the bus, right? Well, he was just going to check out. He had to drive like 4 hours to go see this bus, right? And he took one of our other homeboys with him. And as he's driving to just go see this bus, because he wanted to check it out before, he made a purchase on it. But as he's driving to see this bus, his truck breaks down. The engine blows in the truck. So he ended up, he was not too far from the spot, and end up, working out a deal with the guy, and the guy gave him the bus, with a little money down, and kind of just gave him a crash course on how to drive it. And he took this 40-foot coach 5 hours down the road. This is his first time even driving the bus. But the journey for him getting the bus, when, again, his car break down, and he got to drive this 40-foot coach all the way back. And again, I don't know if you ever driven an air brake vehicle. It's different than driving a car. It's different than driving a little truck or box truck. Like, the braking is something serious. And if you don't know, again, you could tear a lot of stuff up. But when we got this bus, y'all, it was a Greyhound. It was like, I had all the seats in it and stuff. And we wanted a tour bus. That was our idea. We wanted a tour bus, but we bought a Greyhound, and we like, you know what? We're gonna rip out the seats, and we gonna convert it ourselves. So when bro brought the bus back, all right, we ripping out seats, and now we gotta convert a bus, but none of us are contractors. We ain't never built a box, and now we trying to build a bus. So, I mean, and we young at this time. We only like in our early 20s. Some of us is even in our late teens, but we in like our early 20s, and we went all the way to Minnesota to get this bus. And now we got a project, and we like, we want to go. And we started looking up dates, and this is kind of how we kind of came up with our schedule. So we started looking up dates of tour schedules, right? Again, just places that we wanted to travel with this bus. And what we realized once we started looking online at that time, that there was an event happening every week. And starting from like spring to the summer, it just happening in different places around the country. So we end up devising a schedule, just like of events that's happening around the country. And we started to drive and go to all these events. Right. So we converted the bus. Now it was crazy because we had a guy named Pete. Right. We had a guy named Pete. I don't know what happened to Pete, but Pete was the one like he was building our bus. Now, well, we was building that first, but we was kind of doing a bad job at it. And Pete kind of saw us. And what we did was because we didn't know how to get all the furniture for RV and all that. So what we did was we went to a RV rummage sale, and we like, yo, we got a 40-foot coach that we trying to turn into a coach bus, which is basically an RV, but we gotta, learn the mechanicals and this and this and that. At this RV auction, at this RV, it was like a rummage sale, RV rummage sale. We ended up meeting Pete. Pete was just retiring from a company he had been working for a long time. And he like, you know what, I'm out to retire. And he seen our bus, and he been working with RVs forever. And he was like, you know what, it can be a project since I'm retiring. And he you know what, he offered to build our bus. So we drove this bus again from our backyard to Pete's backyard, and we parked it. And Pete lived far; he lived in the boonies. So we parked this bus in Pete's backyard for like weeks, and we would just go day after day and just help Pete build this bus out. He building our water lines. He building all of our gas lines. We had stoves. We had propane. We had showers, so clean water, great. Man, he helping us build this entire bus. And again, these blessings just was like popping up out of nowhere. But as I tell you, if you get walk with God, God gonna open the door. He don't always tell you what's on it. You gotta just believe, right? You gotta just keep walking so that he can keep providing opportunities. So Pete helped us out. We got the bus finished, right? We got the bus finished in like, I think it was like a month or so, maybe a little over a month, but it was quick, right? It was quick for a coach bus. So now we finna get on the road. We like, all right. So my boy painted the whole bus black. Now we look like we in a jail bus, but we painted the whole bus black. And right, we got our schedule, so we finna go on this tour. And let's make sure we hear. So we finna go on this tour. So we end up taking like 4 of our homeboys with us and a pit bull. My pit bull. We had to take Frosty with us, right? So we taking it's five of us on this bus, and then we got a pit bull. No longer than 2 hours of us leaving the crib, we go to a gas station to fill up some gas. My boy hit the whole pump and everything. Just bust the tire, hit the gas pumps. We ain't even left the home 2 hours, and my boy already crashed this bus into all the gas pumps. Like, busted the back tires and everything. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something ironically, right? Now, remember, we went all the way to Minnesota to get the bus, right? And we worked out this deal. My boy worked out this deal to get this bus because the truck broke down, got him back home. We put a little down. But the deal was that once we paid it off, he would give us the title so then we can get plates. But we couldn't wait that long, y'all. We could not wait that long. So what we did was, my boy is an airbrush artist. One of my best homies is an airbrush artist. So he airbrushed numbers on the back of the bus like a license plate. So we had an airbrush, just random number license plate. And now we finna go travel the country with 5 young guys, and some of us, again, are teenagers in early 20s, and a pit bull, right? And with 2 hours already, we crashed into the gas pumps. So we got no plates. We got airbrush plates, 5 guys in a pit bull, and we on this bus. And I wish I had some. I wish I loaded the video. I got some video of what that bus looked like in the inside. Like I said, we did a decent job for some young 20-year-olds, right? We had living room, we had a kitchen, we had dining, we had 4 bunks. We had 4 bunks with a let out. We had a full shower and bathroom. I mean, we did pretty good for some young guys. So after we hit the pump, though, we end up getting a tow truck to come replace the tires. We had insurance on the bus somehow. I don't know how we get insurance on the bus. We ain't got title to, but we got insurance somehow. So somebody came out, fixed our tires, and insurance took care of the gas station, and we was on our way, right? But man, one part of this trip was we had to decide because we didn't know. Again, this is our first time on the road like this. We didn't know that every 2 hours, well, it's like every 4 hours. I'll give it every 4 hours. We had to fill up this bus. This bus take like $400 to fill up. Like it ain't no $40 to fill up this. Like this $400, four some $100 to fill this bus up. So every time we stop, we gotta spend $400 and something dollars to fill up this bus. So it was real important at these events we was traveling to that we made some money. So the first spot we get to was somewhere in Little Rock, Arkansas, right? It was in Little Rock, Arkansas, and it was at a college. And I think this was right after 9/11, if I don't remember. It was 9/11. It just happened maybe a couple years before or something like that. But we go to this college and it's cracking. They got some type of sorority and fraternity party. It happens every year. It's like right outside of Little Rock. And we go to this college and this is our first spot. And there's a ton of people there. So we like, bet. We set up, man. The college let us, we got this bus and then we got a trailer on the side. That's one boy, we airbrushed out this trailer. So we got not just a 40-foot coach, we got a 20-foot trailer on it. So we pushing 60 feet of vehicle, right? So we set up at the college. We turn on the music. I got my artists. I had some artists at the time. I'm promoting my artists. So we selling CDs. My boy airbrushing Tupac and Aaliyah and Biggie shirts. And we out here cracking. No more than an hour and a half later, next thing you know, police come shut everything down. They shut the whole college down, though. It wasn't just they shut us down. They shut the whole college down. Talking about it was somebody, gave them a bomb threat or something. It was a bomb threat on the college, so they shut everything down. We just got started rolling, and now they shut everything down. So we like, man, what we gonna do? Because we didn't make enough money at this spot. So again, we was planning on making some money so that it can take us to the next spot. But they just shut it down. So we all like, dang, they just shut it down. What we gonna do? So we just end up going to park. Now, if you're a traveler, especially if you're a road warrior, you know that Walmarts are RV friendly. Anytime you're traveling on the road, you could park at a Walmart. Walmart will allow you to park in their parking lot. They RV friendly. So we go find a Walmart somewhere in this Arkansas town, right? And we just park. And we like, dang, okay, we didn't make the money. We trying to figure out what we gonna do, right? So lo and behold, we go to sleep that night. Now we go in this parking lot and we wake up and we wake up and we didn't notice that we parked our bus in the middle of a carnival. Like we woke up and all we see is like they set up Ferris wheels and everything. So we just opened up the trailer. My boy had started painting the whole trailer. So we just opened up the doors and we just started selling our CDs and selling our airbrush products at this carnival that they literally just built around us in this parking lot. So man, it was dope. Again, like I say, because we couldn't have planned that this college was gonna get shut down. We didn't know that these things, but again, when you walk in and understanding that God, again, to understand how to let God open up, the blessings for you is that you got to walk in that faith. But again, if you don't walk, he can't open nothing up for you. And that's why a lot of times in our businesses, in our ideas, and our gifts, and our dreams don't get opened up because all we doing is talking about it and we ain't walking about it. You know what I mean? So it was definitely, man, a great story of just showing us that you might not have all the things, even this, you had stuff planned out. Again, we knew where we was going, where we wanted to be. We knew it was the head count. We knew it was going to be a lot of people. But again, when you get those unforeseen situations, right? When you get them unforeseen situations, how you going to maneuver through? And that's a lot, sometimes what entrepreneurship is even about. How you gonna maneuver through, as Mike Tyson say, when you know everybody have a plan until they get hit in the face. When you get hit in the face, do you know how to rebound? Do you know how to bounce back? Do you know how to, start walking again? Do you know how to keep staying along with the plan that you have? And gotta show you every time. You gotta believe in you though. Now you gotta believe in everybody else. I know they ain't tried to sell you a lot of stories. It's been a lot of little fake gurus out here and business this and I can show you that and come get this and carrots all over. I get it, but ain't no bigger CEO than the God that's inside of you in your life. You got a story that overcoming. You got a story that people need to hear. And storytelling is really big. It's super big in entrepreneurship. How did you get here? Let your audience grow with them. When we even think about our favorite artists, right? Some of our favorite artists are the artists that we grew with. We grew with Lil Wayne, wobbity, 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 to wee, wee, wee. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was there. We saw that, and we know the growth of when he was a young kid and coming up under the Hot Boys. And man, we love where he is today because again, we got to go on that journey and grow with him. Allow your audience to grow with you. Allow your audience to see your journey. Don't be ashamed by your journey. Don't be ashamed about where you starting at in your entrepreneurship. Because again, where you starting at ain't where you finna be anyway. This just where you starting at because where you're going don't look like this. Where we leveling up to ain't down here. So don't be ashamed about where you start. And as we say, you ain't got to be great to get started, but you do got to get started if you ever gonna be great. How you gonna make them millions? How you gonna get into the market? You got to get started. So whatever your story is, wherever part of the world you live in, no matter how minute you may think your story is, it can inspire and it connects with somebody. And on a business tip, it can connect with somebody that can drive them or lead them to you. So, storytelling in business, even if you got to do a long post, some people do long posts, some people come on live and talk like we doing here. Tell your story because it can be powerful in your business. All right, man, the world is watching, y'all. Y'all got to give them something to see. Make sure that y'all tap in with me, man. If you are here, you can, again, definitely leave comments in the comment section. If you can resonate with any of these stories, if you got a story, man, I want to hear you talk about it. Let's hear you tell it. I also want to make sure that y'all connect to the webinar that we have every Monday. Market to Millions. You see it right here. Just use the QR code. You can scan it. You could also text me. If you want to text me, just text millions to 833-227-8949. Text millions to 833-227-8949. And I'll send you some information. I'll text you right back and I'll get you plugged in. So, man, if you ever want to make millions in your market, you got to market to millions. And there's so many ways that we can market to our audience. It's not just a post and a picture and an ad or your product. There's many ways that you got to make your impression upon your artist. And telling your story is one of the ways. So don't be afraid and don't be ashamed by your story. Embrace your story. Your story is going to show you even how strong and how determined and all the strength that's inside of you. All right. So yeah, tell those stories, y'all, because we want to hear them. Y'all remember, we finna get up out of here, but remember, the world is watching. But I want you to give them something to see. Want y'all tap in with me. Hit the QR code on this side. Y'all hit the QR code. Again, hit me on the number. Again, we are built to help you stay in business, as I say, right? As I say, it ain't good enough just to start a business. We got to figure out how to stay in business. Yeah, it's not good enough just to start a business. We must learn how to stay in business. And again, that's what we're here to do, give you some tips and some information on how to do that. So, you guys have a great night. Make sure that y'all tap in. If you're not following me, make sure that you follow me on Instagram. If you're not liking, if you're not on my Facebook, make sure you're there. If you ain't on my YouTube, the world is watching, y'all. Y'all remember no G because I kept that for me. The world is watching with no G because I kept that for me. All right. So the world is watching on all the platforms. If you're on Instagram, yo, it's Divine D3D. So make sure that you tap in, follow me. Yo, I would love to make sure that we can connect somehow. And again, if you are in business, entrepreneur, content creator, got a gift, got an idea, make sure that you text me so that we can connect. Again, 833-227. The world is watching 8949 TWRW. That's what it stands for. 8949. So just text millions. Text millions to that so we can market to millions. So you can make millions in your market. I see y'all tomorrow, y'all. The world is watching. Peace.